Welcome back to KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. Strengthened social distancing measures on Jeju are expected to be maintained for the time being. Jeju Island announced that heightened social distancing measures, such as banning gatherings of 5 or more people, have helped control the outbreak on the island. However, as the situation nationwide remains unstable, the enhanced measures will remain in effect until January 31st. As the number of visitors to the island is expected to increase during the Lunar New Year holiday, additional quarantine measures will be prepared and implemented, focusing on multi-use facilities and tourist hotspots. Meanwhile, there have been no confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Jeju for 3 consecutive days. Jeju Island will conduct a special crackdown on the distribution of illegal livestock products ahead of the Lunar New Year. The crackdown will be carried out until the 29th and will target manufacturers, meat packing plants, and large discount stores that sell meat products. The province will conduct investigations on compliance of facility management, product expiration dates, and adherence to sanitary management standards. They also plan to crack down on violations of the livestock traceability system. As the new school year approaches, students, parents, and teachers wait for the government's decision on the reopening of schools. Education authorities are reviewing the possibility of reopening schools in March. A decision is expected to be announced soon in Jeju, even though there is still a great deal of uncertainty on how the pandemic will turn. Todd Thacker reports.
Last year's spring semester began on April 9th. Compared to previous school years, that's a delay of about 40 days. The spread of COVID-19 didn't allow schools to physically open last year. Schools switched to online classes whenever the pandemic turned serious. Seoul is considering extending physical classes at schools. Extended online classes could widen the learning gap between students. Families unable to look after their kids during the day have had to deal with a lack of after-school programs. Researchers have published studies showing that the possibility of infection at schools is low if quarantine protocols are followed. The Provincial Office of Education is therefore weighing the possibility of reopening schools for the coming spring semester. The number of confirmed cases in Jeju has dropped recently, raising expectations for in-school classes. Physical classes for grades 1 and 2 of elementary school will be priorities. During a recent interview with KCTV, POE Superintendent Lee Sung-moon said he expects that physical classes could go ahead in the spring.
음력들부터 3월까지는 조금 힘들더라도 조금씩 자제하면서 사회적 거리를 지켜주신다면 우리 아이들이 개학도 하고 3월달 학교 생활을 정상적으로 할 수 있는.
Even with the uncertainty surrounding the pandemic, a decision on whether to reopen local schools in March is expected soon, after the POE consults with the Ministry of Education and quarantine authorities. Todd Thacker, KCTV.
Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. Please follow us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Have a great evening.